Most of the guys who stumble onto the Goys, spelled with a zero, movement are looking for answers to some serious questions about themselves. Most are shocked when they learn that over 60% of all guys have similar questions. That's the majority. Most, but not all, of these guys have feelings for women, but also deal with internal issues arising from the fact that they also have affections for other guys too. And such guys don't identify as gay at all. Guys like us actually find the imagery and stereotypes that are promoted from within the so-called gay male community to be repugnant to our sensibilities of masculinity and respect. We know instinctively that loving other guys has nothing whatsoever to do with gender bending, cross-dressing or playing the female role, hence we find the entire notion of anal sex to be dirty, degrading and damn masculine. Feel familiar? Lots of guys who discover the Goys movement have been told that same-gender affections are sin. We know that this issue is so paramount to these guys that an in-depth section of the main Goys website has been developed to give real, theological answers from several sources including a PhD who has written extensively on the subject matter. What we have done on the theological section is shown how relying on the actual scriptures represents the real strength of our position, instead of trying to water down or deride the texts, as so many pro-gay groups do. This section is absolutely essential for men who demand solid answers to reconcile their faith and feelings without compromising truth or morality. Goys understand this need. Also within the Goys main site are many essays that give insight into 3,000 plus years of historical analysis, proving that it is completely normal for the majority of men to crave a deep bond with other men, even on the physical level. Goys showed how the M2M movement was contaminated by a gender-bending, pro-anal sex set of interests, and how gay has become an amorphous term used to push every social ill under the guise of tolerance. Goys understand that when a philosophy results in actions that harm others, then it's time to stop tolerating it. Just because you are a guy who loves guys does not mean that you need to embrace anything calling itself gay. As Goys, we generally reject it, because guys loving guys is normal, not gender dysmorphic. Within the Goys main site you will also find links to other Goy-centric groups that are growing at a rate almost too fast to keep up with. We've listed many of them with space to add yours, if you decide to become proactive as a Goy too. We have over 7 years of commentary in some of the core groups, and encourage your participation, after you've taken some time to look over the main site. The Goys groups also contain a collection of astonishing images of handsome guys. You'll discover that Goys aren't prudes at all, and we have no qualms against nudity. What we do insist on is that images be tasteful, and never showcase disrespect toward a model. We believe that love is totally awesome, and we have no qualms with images that display it between men. We do not believe that gender fuck, abuse, pain or forms of domination constitute acceptable content. Goys are all about respect. Our use of imagery tries to relay the clear message that guys can totally love other guys without anyone losing his respect nor making any sacrifice of masculinity. Men who look into the Goys movement generally discover that there is a place for men who love masculinity and don't feel comfortable with the term gay, nor the stigma surrounding it. Goys represent the silent majority of guys who happen to have deep feelings for other guys and would like to express them in an atmosphere of respect, without the least hint of moral compromise nor a compulsion to blindly tolerate offensive actions.